L'Amour Fan by David Smith. Music by Christina Sergi. Mojave Crossing, Part 6. Returning to their campsite from the spot on the Kern River, Maggie, Stacy, and Trudy began preparing for dinner. Kevin and Junior made a second trip for the extra chairs and water toys. As soon as they got back to camp, Maggie took Junior to help him wash up for dinner. The girls were standing at the stove cooking tri-tip, twice-baked potatoes, and asparagus. Kevin offered to help, but they insisted they had it all under control. He went into the tent and grabbed 3 battery-operated lights. He put 2 on the picnic table and 1 on the cooler near the stove. They would need light in a little while. Maggie and Junior returned and sat at the picnic table. Kevin sat down with them. Junior was very excited and talked about his new friend Matt, who he'd been playing with earlier. He was happy when Kevin told him they were staying in camp tomorrow. He'd be able to play with Matt again. "It looks like the meat is ready," Stacy announces, "and everything else." Maggie got up to double check and confirmed it. Tri-tip was one of her specialties, along with the twice-baked potatoes. As they were eating, Trudy mentioned how much she missed her pets. Everyone agreed. They each had a horse, as well as 3 dogs and 2 cats in the household. One of the neighbors was feeding them while they were away. By 7:30, they'd finished dinner and cleaning everything up. They were sitting at the picnic table, Junior leaning on Maggie with her arm around him. He was already half asleep. "I'm going to put him to bed," Maggie announced. "I don't want to go to bed," Junior complained, suddenly wide awake. "Don't forget we're getting up early to go fishing, buddy," Kevin reminded him. Junior brightened up immediately. "Oh, yeah." He walked over and hugged his father. "Good night," he said. "Good night, son." "Good night," Stacy and Trudy told him. "Good night," Junior responded as he and Maggie walked into the tent. "He had a busy day," Kevin commented to the twins. They both agreed. In a few minutes, Maggie came back and sat down. "He was asleep before his head hit the pillow." "We're not surprised," Kevin said. "Are you girls going to bed?" Maggie asked the twins. "No way," they both said. "Would you like to hear more of the cowboy story?" Maggie asked. "Yes, we do," they answered. "I remember when we were little and you read to us. Then we took turns too," Stacy said, and Trudy agreed. Maggie had Mojave Crossing in her hand. "I'll start off," she said. Earlier in the day, Maggie and Kevin had read Chapter 4 with the twins at the river. Maggie continued the story while Tel Selkett is in Los Angeles in the 1880s, trying to recover his 30 pounds of gold which had been stolen from him while crossing the Mojave Desert. Tel had been shot, but just nicked. He proceeded to question someone and found out his horses were likely at Greek George's at Coanga Pass. "This is close to our house," Maggie tells the twins. "It's a true story then?" Trudy asks. "No, I don't think it's true, but the location is," Maggie answered. She continues reading. Tel had made a friend in Los Angeles named Rodrigo. He leads Tel along the road to Greek George's adobe. Along the way, they passed through the Cactus Patch, or La Nopalera, as it was known then. This is the area which became Hollywood. Hollywood was once a big cactus patch, Maggie tells the girls. He's explaining what Los Angeles looked like in the 1880s with the adobe homes and orange tree orchards. No freeways, buildings, or too many houses in those days. By the looks on their faces, Maggie could see the twins were fascinated. Rancho Rodeo de las Aguas is also mentioned. As Tel passes through, then the La Brea tar pits. Maggie tells him they're in Beverly Hills now. Tel tangles with the bad guys and gets his horses back, but not the gold. Rodrigo had gone for help. When Rodrigo gets back, he wants Tel to meet his grandfather, Ben Mandrin. He owns the ranch Dorinda Robuso and the bad guys are trying to steal. "Your turn, babe," Maggie tells Kevin as she hands him the paperback. Kevin takes it and begins reading Chapter 6. Tel describes the hacienda as an old Spanish-style adobe ranch house. The land around it and the view of the Pacific Ocean are magnificent. Dorinda Robuso is there to greet Tel and thanks him for saving her in the desert. Tel now knows she's involved with the stealing of his gold and doesn't want any part of her. He meets Ben, who was once a pirate, now much older and in a wheelchair. Tel sees he has a scar over his left eye. His grandfather was the one who put it there many years ago. Ben is amazed Tel knows who he is and immediately likes him and insists he has dinner and spend the night. Shortly after dinner, they all go to their rooms to sleep. Tell's relaxing in his room, thinking about how long it's been since he slept in bed, when there's a knock on his door. Tell opens the door and it's Ben Mandarin. He's on crutches. Tell invites him in and Ben explains he trusts Tell and needs his help. Ben explains to Tell he needed money due to a drought and let Dorinda talk him into a loan through some of the people she knew. It's due the next day. They don't think he has the money. They don't know he has treasure hidden from his pirate days. Now he needs Tell's help to get it. They take horses and travel into the local Santa Monica mountains. Ben stops them and asks Tell to wait here. He'll be back in a little while. Tell gets impatient, but Ben makes it back and they hurry to get back to the ranch before daybreak. In the morning during breakfast, the bad guys show up to claim Ben's ranch, but he pays them off in full. Everyone is surprised, but they all leave, and that ends chapter 6. Kevin closes the book and announces it's time for bed. Both girls protest at once. We want to hear more. We'll read another chapter in the morning, Maggie offers, and this satisfies them. They say their good nights and go into the tent. They sure enjoyed that, didn't they? Maggie commented. Yeah, Kevin agreed. I thought they'd get bored, but they're not. We've had a few things happen for the first time on this trip, Maggie said. We haven't read to them like that since they were in kindergarten. Then it just went away. I guess they got too busy for us. It's been a good week with the three of them, Kevin agreed. I couldn't have planned it any better. We shouldn't be too surprised, really. They are good kids. Yes, they are, Maggie agreed, and Kevin kissed her. You're starting to read this Lamore book is from out of nowhere. I'm enjoying it, and reading it back and forth brings back memories of us, as well as my dad and Tom. I'm finding it very comforting. Me too, Kevin agreed. They went into the tent and went to bed. End of part 6.